I've just unlocked the new max level rod, the Seraphic rod. Now, after grinding to level 1000, you'd expect the rod to be good, so today I'm going to be testing out just how good this rod really is and if it has any secret abilities. To do this, I'll be trying to catch a number of different fish, including spectral serpents, megalodons, and even the brand new orca. Is it good for money? Is it good for XP? Is it good for both? Let's find out. Make sure you keep pressing that subscribe button, as once we hit 110,000 subscribers, I'll be doing some insane Robux giveaways, so make sure you press that button and comment your Roblox username down below. But with that being said, let's get straight into finding out how good the Seraphic rod really is. Okay, I'm gonna test out my epic money-making theory by going to the Statue of Sovereignty first and getting invincible on the Seraphic rod. This is going to allow us to fish in the brine pool, meaning we can get the spectral serpent. Now this thing has 150% luck, good resilience, good control, and obviously the stupidly broken catching thing where it just explodes the world and you can get like your fish instantly. They have nerfed it, but it's still slightly broken, so we're going to use this method. Let's use some of these exalted relics when the nighttime rolls around. There we go. Invincible, please give me piercing. Okay, I'm hoping we can just get it as soon as possible because I don't actually have too many of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 14 exalted relics. Come on, man. Give it to me sooner rather than later, please. Oh, okay. Perfect. There we go. Invincible is ready. What makes this rod epic as well is the fact you've got 95% lure speed on it. It's so sick. And it only takes like 4 clicks to get the catch with the Seraphic rod, even with truffle worms, which is amazing. So I'm hoping that we can just create like an insane spectral serpent farm. At least that's what I'm hoping will happen. Let's get our diving gear on before we do anything else. Okie-dokie. And now we head off to the Desolate Deep. Are we going to be here for 6 hours trying to farm these things? I hope not. That would be a big shame, but you know, sometimes these things don't work. Like yesterday's video, we tried catching the spectral serpent with the brick rod to test out the max control, and we were there for a long time. But I'm thinking that today might be a little bit easier, especially if we buy a couple of Aurora totems. It might be a lot easier. We're completely speedrunning this thing. We got invincible already. I got my super flippers on. I feel like I'm going a million miles an hour. This is great. Wait, it's too dark. I can't see anything. Where am I? Okay, there's the sign. And there we are, already in the Desolate Deep. Let's head on over to the brine pool. I'll get my glider out as well, Fortnite style. If this method works, then this genuinely could be one of the best money makers in the entire game, because spectral serpents sell for a lot of money. Even though you won't be able to catch these, actually no, you would be able to catch these mutated, even though it's a lower chance of catching it mutated. By appraising these, you could be making millions, and I mean millions. These things sell for crazy money. Before we get straight to fishing though, let me hop in here and buy 2 Aurora, not 12, not 12, not 12. No. Just, okay, let's just buy 2 individually. Oh my gosh, that could have been bad. Okay, here we are. We have arrived at the brine pool. Epic. Let's use some sundial totems to turn it to daytime and then back to nighttime so that we can make the most of our Aurora totems. I've got something like 900 truffle worms. With that, I feel like we should get quite a decent amount of spectral serpents, but I always say that at the start of these videos, and then I always end up regretting it because we get 1 in like 6 hours. There's the Aurora totem. Let's see how good this is, because if my theory is correct, we're gonna be rich. Wait for it to turn to nighttime. Perfect. There's Aurora. We got our truffle worms on. Let's just get straight to it. I love not having to click a million times to catch things. It's so great. And look what they did to the Seraphic rod. They nerfed it into the ground. It only gets like the middle portion of the control bar filled, which is not good. I don't like that at all. But you know, it's better than nothing, and I love just catching things with this rod because it just explodes every single time. It's great. I'm thinking maybe we'll be able to catch like 4 or 5 spectral serpents in an hour, I reckon. I think that's a good amount. I'm expecting a lot of brine phantoms, the legendary fish here, because in my brick rod video, we got like 12 of them. It was not good. I kept hearing that ding and getting my hopes up thinking it was a spectral serpent, but every single time it was just the stupid brine phantom. We're completely speedrunning this though. Compared to other videos where I've had to use bad rods with awful lure speeds, only clicking 4 times is great. Like, we've already caught 10 things and it's been like 2 minutes because you just don't have to shake. It's great. Oh, there's our first brine phantom. Look how it just eats away at it. It's so easy to catch this thing. It's great. Obviously, with the old Seraphic rod, it would have been 10 times easier to catch this thing. But, you know, a Seraphic rod is still good. Like, just because it's bad compared to its old version doesn't make it a bad rod. It's still insanely overpowered. So I'm thinking it should be goated for catching spectral serpents. Okay, after the next couple of catches, I want to cycle through some baits and see how they do at catching the higher rarity fish. Obviously, truffle worms are the preferred bait bait of the spectral serpent, but they do have 4 shakes, which we can obviously eliminate by using baits such as night shrimp, which do have an extra 90 luck anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's switch to it now, actually. Night shrimp, there we go, 1000 of them. Universal luck 90, whereas truffle worms have a preferred luck of 300. Let's see how this does. So it's going to be an instant catch, nothing on that first one, but instant catch is going to save us a lot of time. I mean, easy peasy. It's goated method of fishing. We should be getting spectral serpents like no man's business soon. Okay, we're about 7 or 8 minutes into fishing here. Nothing just yet except one brine phantom. Not great, but this is definitely the most pleasant fishing experience I've had out of all of the times I've fished for spectral serpents, so I'm very happy here. Okay, we're about 15, maybe 14, 15 minutes into fishing now. No spectral serpents yet, but a kraken has spawned in. Interesting. Still no more brine phantoms either. It's kind of cheeks. I don't know what it is about fishing here, but the luck is just sometimes not it. I'm going to test out what not using Aurora does. Just fish in the general nighttime and see how that does for catching fish. Okay, maybe this method isn't as goated as I thought it would be. One legendary this entire time is not great. And when the rod has no other features like duplication, or you know how the Rod of the Depths has its little ghost guy, it's a bit lame, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, it's been officially 20 minutes of fishing now. Nothing really crazy has happened apart from one brine phantom. I think we are gonna go back to using the truffle worms just because they do have a bit better luck, and that's how we got the brine phantom in the first place. Although it does have the 4 shakes to begin with, it does have the better luck, so that's what we're gonna go with. But this isn't really working out to be as goated as I thought it would be, I can't lie. Where else could be useful with the Seraphic rod then in terms of making money? If we wanted to get the quantum enchant on it, that means we could catch subspace fish, but then realistically, where are we going to catch good fish with it? The depths is good. Potentially we could catch ancient depth serpents with the subspace mutation. Okay, let me fish for maybe 5 more minutes here, and if nothing's working out, let's go and see where else is going to give us some cool fish. Orcas could be cool actually, now I think about it. That could be very good. If I do put quantum on this rod, then catching subspace orcas could be very nice. Okay, that will definitely be our next plan, trying to catch some subspace orcas. I need to make sure to put quantum on the rod, and then we should be all good to